Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is going to be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Full in reverse. Could be about taking a leap of faith or giving yourself permission to do something. Alright, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here, tuning in. You guys, y'all are a solid group of people when I read for you all. I love reading for Aquarius. Y'all tend to do pretty good. Y'all have been very respectful in the comments, so I appreciate that. And last night we got over to 1,000 subs, so thank you guys for liking and subscribing and commenting and helping push this channel in the algorithm and all that stuff that you've been doing. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And I'm just so grateful to have you all here and to watch these videos and to be a part of this soul tribe, whatever, cosmic soul tribe. I think that's what we called it, right? I think so. I don't know. Then we're calling it the Cosmic Soul Tribe. Okay. So Aquarius, Earth Angel, Water Bearer. Okay. Let's see what's going on with you all. Okay. The Fool, and now we got the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so there's a missed opportunity here that I feel like you didn't take, or you're feeling like you had a missed opportunity in, in this relationship or someone here. Page of Wands and the Four of Wands. Very fiery energy, very passionate, very creative, active, excited. Like, this was something here that at one point was very exciting for you. This Four of Wands was like a dynamic between like two people trying to like build something like stable and strong, and like, I never thought of the Four of Wands like this, but like, if you notice, there's like, here they are, right? The little rabbit, well, that's what they are, rabbits. And like, they have these little 4 sticks, right? So they're trying to like create this, they're building something here, right? And in the background, you have like these much bigger, larger, sturdier looking homes, right? So to me, I think this also represents, this was like the foundations of something being started. It wasn't anything that was like this is like the beginning of a relationship, right? So maybe you just, we're still like in the talking phases. You had just started dating. You may not have been officially, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever your pronouns, however you use that is. I feel like this was very early on in that like developmental stage. And then like the Fool in reverse, I also feel like, yeah, it was very much an opportunity that never got off the ground. Oh, the Queen of Swords. That's you, bitch. Libra, Aries, Aquarius. Not Aries. Could be an Aries because there's a lot of fire here. So it could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, air sign. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is very cutthroat. You can be, I said you, she. So this person, it's you. It's you. Because in the position of the card, it's definitely you. Oh, and this is them. Page of Cups. So crazy because I was talking to Aquarius. This is fucked up. Okay. Page of Cups. Very much Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. But not necessarily. But like someone who is a lover boy. This is like this person wants a genuine connection. They want to open up and, hey, let's go have a drink with a fish in it. Or let's go, grab a bite to eat. Let's go, let's talk more, whatever. This is a very, and I feel like you wanted more from this person, perhaps. Like maybe because you see them as the Page of Cups and you're coming out as the Queen of Swords. So I feel like very much there could be like this imbalanced field. So like you may have, this could just be something I'm projecting, does not necessarily be true. Maybe this person in your mind was maybe not as put together or maybe they weren't coming with the same intensity that you wanted them to, or you would have. The death card here. Yeah, there's a transformation that this person is going through. Ooh, it's funny that you say that, though, because let me tell you how this person feels. So this person came in with a love offer, and in their mind, they wanted a new beginning with you, right? And so where this Four of Wands, they had to retreat. I think they kind of like pulled back a lot. This person may have a lot of stuff that they need to analyze. So before this person could feel comfortable coming forward, for real, I think they had to do some reflection. So now, and it's so crazy because like here they are showing up as the Page of Cups. I got the King of Cups right here, and they look like, doesn't the Page of Cups look like the King of Cups with like a better haircut? Like, you know, he's a little more polished now. So maybe this person had to go off. And here's the Hermit card. This person had to go off, find themselves, go back into the cave, and like, you know, get their shit together. And now we have this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this person is, oh, this person wants, this person could be feeling like codependent or tied into a situation that they don't want to be in. And the Death card is them trying to break free of this situation. So what you don't know is this person could be controlled, or this person could be contractually obligated to something here. Like if it's a job, or if it is a commitment that is, you know, something that has some type of hold over them. So maybe this person, you know, does like you or whatever, but maybe their job is interfering with their ability to really reach out and connect, or, you know, but sometimes I feel like a lot of times people say that just because they just want to go do their own thing, and that's just an easy way to come back without having to really explain where the fuck you went. Oh, I just got tied up with work, or oh, I got a lot of family stuff going on. But it's like, you make time for what you find important and what you value. And if you really value this person, cross watcher, you would have made them a priority. And the Queen of Swords play no games, hold no lies. Like, she speaks nothing but facts, and she comes with the receipts. And I don't think it will work out in your best interest. If I don't know, let me pull this last card. But yeah, let me just pull this last card. Shit, yeah. The Five of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. So this is something that is, yeah, this is not going to end well. I feel like, you know, I don't feel like you're going to, I feel like you're walking away from the situation. And it's really, the structure of this relationship or whatever this is like collapsing. I don't feel like this is something that either one of you are really like, you especially with the Hierophant in reverse, you don't have the same amount of, I want to say like the same level of care, the same level of commitment as you once did. Maybe you were at one point really like into this person and like wanted to give this person everything, and you thought that this was going to be like your, you know, your next step forward in life, you know, dun 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 dun. Where now you kind of like completely have switched your opinion on this situation here, and I feel like your perspective on this person is, I think it's more about you than them, honestly, because the Five of Cups is like you're walking away, like you're choosing, and this person's also, because here they are too with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Death card, they're trying to overcome codependency. And in order to overcome codependency, they may have thought that this relationship was a little codependent, or that they were afraid of a codependent, you know, partnership, or, you know, domestic life where one person will bring on more of the responsibility. And I feel like, you know, the Hierophant here in reverse, there is some type of, I feel like ignoring a spiritual Truth or warning. I want to look into this Hierophant in reverse a little bit more. Only because this is throwing me off. Hierophant in reverse. Here it is. In reverse, you may feel trapped in a relationship because you're afraid to buck a social, religious, or cultural order. It's going to be which one person holds. Yeah, this could be a relationship in which one person holds most of the power or is judgmental or dogmatic. So, you can have a very, you are a fixed sign. So this could be you as well. So in reverse, it shows you're assessing your position. You may long to break away from old traditions, religious ideas. So maybe there's a part of you that also wants to change how you see this dynamic as well. But I feel more so as if this relates to how you don't want to feel like one person has all the power in the relationship. And maybe you felt like this person had all the control, like, and it could be like maybe this is someone who you could see them only when it was like, like on your means or when it's on their time. And maybe this person and you are like too stubborn or headstrong to really kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Compromise. I don't like the compromise, so that's why I struggle to find that word because it's not in my vocabulary. I'm like low key like reading myself. Like in this reading with Aquarius, like I am the cross watcher because this is very much something that I'm experiencing, and this is kind of how I feel. So I'm a part of this too, y'all. I ain't no better. But I don't know why this person, if this is my Aquarius, I don't know why you would feel like, I mean, I do know why, because I did kind of like go back into hermit mode after the initial spark, but it was more so like you had a lot of shit going on, and I didn't want to be a burden, and also I didn't have any way of contributing to like helping you out, and, I'm gonna say this. I love people so much, but like I'm learning that like when people are going through things, it's good to be helpful and it's good to like, see what you can do. But if you are also going through something and you just need to understand maybe like people can't be there for you because they have to be there for themselves. And instead of like maybe being upset, I'm not saying you are, I'm talking to myself too, being upset that someone can't be there for you the way that you need them to, maybe just understand like they're going through something too. And, maybe you just need to, I don't want to say figure it the fuck out, but figure it the fuck out. The universe will show you, give you signs and directions if you pay attention. And the Hierophant in reverse could be you need to pay attention to like more of a different type of spiritual way of looking at things instead of being so dogmatic or pragmatic of like, oh no, like Jesus is the only way, God is this and that. I'm not trying to talk down Jesus, none of that shit. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, open your mind, possibly, or you could be doing this naturally. Like you're like, I'm starting to understand the value in other spiritual practices like meditation, the healing rocks and stones and crystals, and maybe I used to think that that's like stupid and I don't understand that, but maybe it to you maybe is psychosomatic, but this the act of you possessing it and holding it, it does change how you feel because you believe it, and if that works, it works. The placebo effect is real, regardless of what people scientists say. If you feel better, and there's proof, and I can show you that it feels better, even though there is no scientific benefit or whatever they say, I feel like that's still the proof that it is. So sometimes people use logic to justify their cynical, depressive ass way of looking at shit. And I said that. I sure did, because cynicism is just intellectual depression. And sometimes when I feel cynical, it's a barometer that there is some depressive energy within me that I need to like acknowledge. And You know, I'm getting better at being like, okay, there's a cynical thought, so there's something within me that is feeling like worry, anxious, depressed, anxiety. So let me kind of like, you know, pull back, hermit mode, and see what that is, so I don't show up in relationships and other situations in life like being a fucking Debbie Downer. So sometimes when some people pull away, it's not because they don't want to be there for you. It's because they're going through their own stuff, and like that's just their way of like processing things, is when they are alone. So you gotta let people be alone. Maybe you're someone who doesn't like to be alone. Maybe you're someone who can't be alone. I don't know what that is, but I would look into that as well. If I were you, I'm not doing that. I'm saying if I were you, I would look into why you can't be alone, if that is something that you struggle with. All right, get off your soapbox. But that's why you came here. The Magician. So this is okay. So you manifested something, but then you didn't really want it. It's with the vibe I'm getting with this Magician here. It's like you called for this, you asked for this, but when it showed up, you didn't want to do it. It's like you invited him over, and you knew like what was gonna happen, but then you was like, I don't know if I could take, I don't know if I want to do all that. But it was like, well, this shit, why the fuck did you call him over then? Yeah, there was a lot of internal conflicts here, and maybe it was just easier to just suppress some feelings, or maybe just to like stay quiet and like this, let this just stay in your mind a lot, and not maybe like say all the parts out loud. You know, you could have been just this is like a one-sided argument in someone's head about something, where the person, in my opinion, is upset about this connection not being a certain way, but then not saying something about it. The Five of Swords in reverse is like, you're like, you want this to go a certain way. You want this person to play ball, but like they're not playing it how you want. And instead of telling them what you want, you just almost like double down. It's like, well, I want to talk to you, but you're not texting me, and I'm not going to text you because you should be texting me, but I want to talk to you. But you're not texting me. So I'm going to like start posting a lot of stuff, hoping that you see it, but like you may not see it. So it doesn't really work. It's not really effective, but it's like that. It's like that kind of shit. So it's like, you say you don't really want to talk to this person then. Because if you really want to talk to this person, you would talk to this person. You would put down your pride and you would behave. Because if this person is going through shit, then I think you know that too. So maybe try to, you know, or maybe you feel like this person didn't do that for you either. I don't know what's going on. You know? Yeah, Three of Wands in reverse. You're walking away from this situation for sure, or like you're going down in a direction towards it that doesn't seem the way that you would have liked, which kind of fucking sounds like walking away, right? Yeah, okay, that's what. I feel like more so you don't want to be the one to text first. Like I said, like you don't want to be the one that. Are you still open? Seven of Pentacles. This person, ooh, shit. Okay. This person may have also felt as if you I see this person looking back and maybe realizing that, you know, they didn't contribute or pull their weight, and it was because they were afraid of this Ten of Swords energy. So like this person may have just bolted at the first sign of like instability or inconsistency, because like maybe, you know, there was a lot of Three of Wands in reverse, so you weren't even sure if you wanted to come towards this person or not. So perhaps this person was like, you know what, there's so much, and that could be it too. It could literally just be the circumstances around the dynamic. So maybe there's just a lot of moving pieces. You know, you are working a lot, you got a traveling company job, or you gotta, you know, relocate in a few months anyway. So this person kind of like, let's not even go there when we know that there's so many obstacles in the road ahead. Maybe we just dial it back and just let this thing like be what it is, die out. And this person has to like, you know, and this could be someone who, take it from me, like King of Cups, cross watcher here in this dynamic. very much I fall into that fear of being in a codependent, overgiving relationship where I am the one that is making all the sacrifices to keep somebody around. And I know that comes from like low self-worth, low self-esteem, and all that stuff. And I've been in therapy, and I'm still in therapy, and I'm working on all these things about what I deserve and my values and all that stuff, right? Awesome. And it is something that, you know, you kind of have to work on, is like, okay, like, because I am a naturally giving person. Like, I'm sitting here giving you all like these free readings, but I get out of it though as well. So it's not like I'm completely not getting anything out of it. But I'm saying I don't mind being a giver. I don't mind sharing. I don't mind loving on people and caring and, you know, being a big cheerleader for everybody. Like, I want everybody to do well. Like, I seriously am like, I am y'all biggest fucking cheerleaders. Like, I am your biggest fan. Like, if you need me to do something, like, I am always like supporting my friends. Like, even if it's not something that I would like, oh, I don't know if I would do that, but like, you know what, if that's what you want to do, how could I be assistance to help you get your goals? Like, because you know what you want better and know what you need more than I do. Even in this tarot reading, like, you know more about who you are and what you want than I do. And I have to just trust that what you want is for your highest good. Right? I guess, yeah. Because I want you to live your best life, and I want you to want me to live my best life. I mean, I don't think that cancels anybody's best life out. Me living my best life don't fuck up your best life. You living your best life ain't got shit to do with my best life. Everybody in their own lane. You're not selling what I'm selling. Even if we're selling t-shirts, I hope your t-shirt company does well. Not, oh, I want your t-shirt to do well, but not as well as mine. If your t-shirt company takes up and you got 18 locations by the end of this week, baby, good for you. Maybe that's just not meant for me, and that's okay. I can love that for someone else. There's people who, you know, they get into like these one-sided competitions in their mind with other people that they don't even know they're competing with. Like, you running this race all by yourself, trying to win, and the motherfucker that you racing don't even know y'all racing. They don't know what's going on, right? So we need to make sure that we don't do that. And I'm not saying you are doing that. I'm just talking in general. Whoever needed to hear that, I hope that was... No, it wasn't. Yeah, I keep saying that. Yeah, the Six of Wands, period. You're going to make the right decision here. And like, this person, whatever, you all, you know, this was the correct move. I feel like is for you all to kind of like detach, work on yourselves separately. And, you know, there's a little bit of a sting, but it's causing you to change how you see things. And I think that was the whole outcome. Like, this person was meant to be more of an initiant and not a participant. Ooh! I ate that one. This person was meant to be an initiant and not a participant into the story that is Aquarius. So take it for what it is. You know, don't let it get you down too much, and just appreciate, you know, the connection. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. I love this. This is you rebuilding on your own. This is you taking your power back. This is you being in a place of like, I can do for me what I need to do for me. And, you know, you don't need to depend on other people. You don't need to... You can fix your own problems, is what I'm trying to say, Aquarius. Scorpio wanted to come out. There could be a Scorpio involved, and it could be an evolved Scorpio. So keep that in mind. I feel like this is like not bright. Okay, yeah, because when that got bright, that got brighter. So like, I don't know if I told you all this, but I use my second screen monitor because there's like a white reflected to like help make the screen brighter. So I put it like on the white page, and then if I put it on the dark page, see that? This little shit like that, like just making videos constantly. I like learning like little tricks and tips and stuff. So getting more confident with my speech, getting more confident with my appearance. The more you do something, the better you get. Like, there's no way. I've met very few people who could do something consistently incorrect for multiple years. And I say that because I'm thinking of one particular, I'm not even going to go there, but yeah, I don't think that person was cared too much about their job anyway. I don't know that. I could be wrong. I don't know. I just feel like, I keep wanting to say Scorpio. There's a Scorpio connected to this, or there's a Scorpio rules the house of transformation, right? So there is definitely this rebirth, this transformative, real transformative, spiritually awakening kind of type of energy that you should think about. I think it's time for you to kind of like really step outside your comfort zone here and ask yourself some tough questions about what it is that you really want in life and how are you going to go about getting it and how are you going to achieve those things on your own. Like, what does independence and abundance manifest in your life? Like, how do you do that? How are you able to provide for yourself all the things that you need without getting like lost in other people, getting lost in the sauce, or feeling tied down, or like you can't be who you really want to be? Because I also get this energy of like maybe you, in your attempts to find authenticity, you may struggle because you care about your appearance. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Delayed messages, not paying attention to the signs. So there was like a walking red flags with this dynamic, with this person from very early on. Yeah, there were. But this person's genuine with their offer, though. The Ace of Cups upright, the Hermit, the King of Cups. This isn't someone who is malicious. This isn't a bad person. This is just something that, like, it was just not, it just didn't get off the ground, It could have been just, like, the communication could have just been not what it needed to be, where it needed to be. There could have been other things that, like, you guys have a lot of shit going on. You and them. So maybe it was just, Four of Swords. It's hard, and it's just a lot of restlessness, a lot of 4 and the 5. So there's a lot of mental shit here, because 4 and 5 add to 9. The 9 of Swords is all about in your head. So like there's just a lot of anxiety. Maybe you really do have a lot of feeling, like a lot of strong feelings for this person, and maybe you should have told them that. Maybe this person may not have known how much you cared about them, or like how deeply you care for people, because you can be kind of guarded with your real emotions. And I say your real emotions because Aquarius, your counterpart is Leo, so they are all drama all day, every day. And Aquarius, as the the yin and yang of that, you tend to be a little more behind the scenes, backstage drama, where you don't necessarily do all of it up front in front of everybody to see. So it's more so like when you're alone, the little core group, they know your real feelings, but like you'll spill your heart out about somebody to everybody but them, kind of shit. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. I'm the complete opposite. I will tell you, and I just don't like to talk about my person to other people, because I find that like you just need to keep certain things to yourself until they are completely, you know what I mean? Like I have found that it's just during the talking phase, no one needs to be involved between you and the other person. Just keep that shit to yourself, because it's too fragile to start having other people poke holes in it, because you're still trying to figure it out yourself. So now you got somebody in your ear, and you don't know if that person's coming from a bitter place of envy or jealousment, resentment, or jealousy. So I've just learned to like just initially when I'm dating somebody, until it's like solid and I know how I really feel, I kind of just keep that shit to myself. King of Swords. Yeah, this is you working on you. And like you need to just do this on your own. I feel like you are going to gain a bunch of wisdom and maturity here, once you really start focusing on you and not so much on other people, what other people can do for you, how to get other people to, I have to say this about fixed signs like you, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. You all, because you're a fixed sign, you're used to your environment being a certain way, looking a certain way, having things a certain way. And so you really struggle with flexibility, not in the sense of like you aren't able to like, pivot from like certain things. It's more so like these are the people who definitely like, oh, well, you have a type. Like, you like things this way, where, and you may like secretly, but not like in like a malicious way, subconsciously manipulate people so you get what you want without having to make much of a change. Like, you really want Chinese food and they want Mexican, and you're not going to settle on Italian. Like, that's not going to happen. You're going to figure out a way. Well, if we go to this place, they have Mexican food and Chinese food, but it's not a place that that person really wants to go to. But it's where you want to go to. So you're trying to dress what you want up in a way that makes it appealing to them. Does that sound like that's shit that like a lot of fixed sign energy people will do? Like, they will, yeah, I just called you out. I'm sorry. I just told on you. The moon here. So this person does have something that they probably would like to reveal to you, or there is a secret. This person, or you, this subconsciously. The moon is also about subconscious shit. Okay. I feel like subconsciously you are in a I feel like you still, I'm just gonna say it, you may not want to reveal how you truly feel about this person, or you may find it hard to really tell this person how you feel, because the level of vulnerability will make you feel like you lost, but there's no game. It's just people being people and like talking. Like, don't try to like gamify or make this like a tick for tat and like, oh, you're winning, I'm losing. But that's not how relationships are. There's no winning and losing. It's just two people trying to figure shit out. So like, don't, oh, I'm not going to let him win. I'm not going to let him know that he hurt my feelings, or I'm not going to let this person know that I care about them, or like, and it's more so like, just be honest, because if you're dealing with a King of Cups, this person already knows how you feel. This person is very like intuitive, emotionally well connected, and like, you denying your feelings for them is hurting them, because it's basically you saying that like, it's like, I can tell that like I might be projecting a little bit in this situation. Disclaimer. I put disclaimers. I know you have feelings, and I know you're trying to act like you don't. And that just makes me like realize that like, okay, you're not as mature as I thought you are. And maybe I need to just pull back, because this is not the dynamic. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of reassuring and, making you feel seen 24/7 in order for you to show up. And like, I don't have the energy, the patience, the time, or the desire to have to constantly reassure my person that they're safe in this connection. If I'm not showing you that I'm genuinely like a safe person to bet on, then all I can do is respect how you feel. And I have to also be like, okay, well, is this worth me changing who I am so I can show up better for this person? Or is this a sign that this just isn't the person for me? And so one person may be like, I think this is just a sign that we're just not compatible. And so you just move on. And like, it doesn't mean it doesn't like hurt your feelings or anything. You just know that like, this is a sign that this is not meant to be. Whereas, the other person may be like, oh, well, see, you don't fucking care. Like, I knew you didn't fucking care. And like, that's why I didn't fucking tell you that I cared. And it's like, but you never had that real conversation about what this was supposed to be. And so it's just more so like it's two people in Aquarius. I'm not going to sit here and like hold your hand and treat you like a baby just because this is your video and like throw cross watcher under the bus. I'm not one of those channels. And cross watcher, you're not perfect. No one is. You have emotional intelligence enough to know where this person's coming from. And like I can say, like I did feel in my own Aquarius, I'm telling myself a little bit, where I did walk away because I was like, you have a lot going on, and I am sympathetic, and like maybe I do look kind of like an asshole, kind of just like stepping back because I kind of did maybe initiate a lot of this as well. But I don't. Once you start to peel back and you start to see all these like things going on, and you're like, okay, I care, and I'm like so empathetic, and like I want the best for your situation, but it's like I got my own stuff going on, and maybe this is just a sign that I need to focus on me. So if I do want to show back up, I can show back up in a better way, and I feel like that was more of me like taking, and I don't want to say using that as an excuse, but like using that type of mentality to be like, okay, I need to just focus on me. But am I really focusing on me if I'm still kind of like entertaining other people as well? No, I'm not really doing that. I kind of just was like, this connection is not the connection that I am focusing on. It's not the connection that I'm not particularly like, I feel like I don't ever want to see you. I'm done with you. I would love, if anything ever happened and changed in the future and everything got back to where it should be or how I wanted it to be. Because this is someone that I honestly like my Aquarius, I thought we would be together. I thought we would like at least get together and have a nice relationship. But there was just like so many obstacles in the way. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know what? I got my own shit. He's got his own shit. Like I can't really assist him as I did what I could do, but it's like I can't keep doing all of that because I gotta focus on me. And like I'm the kind of person like I will lose myself in a connection if I let myself get carried away, and I will start to go back into that Nine of Pentacles energy and in reverse and just like completely like, oh well, here, I'll pay for that, I got you, don't worry about this. Whereas like I shouldn't be doing that because I need to be very critical in this moment. So like I like this 10 of Pentacles. At the end of the day, sometimes you have to walk away because the situation isn't right, and maybe it's just like right person, wrong time, or it could be it's the right time but that was the wrong person. Ooh, this could be in which, and it's giving that it is the right time, but it was the wrong person. That's kind of like the vibes I'm getting. I don't know. It could be different for everybody. So don't let me be like the goddamn, final decision maker in your relationship. But I think the Hierophant here in reverse is asking you that if you want this 10 of Pentacles, you're going to have to shake that out. You're going to have to like this video and subscribe. You're going to have to open up your belief systems. You're going to have to challenge what your existing beliefs are, and maybe remove some judgments, some type of like things need to look a certain way in order for me to be happy kind of like mentality. Because if you need like okay, so like how do I put this? If every morning you eat, yogurt with granola and shaved chocolate in it and blueberries. Okay, well let's say you wake up and you're out of blueberries, but there's raspberries. Like instead of, well, fuck it, I can't have this, you know, parfait, granola, whatever anymore. I just have to go get a McDonald's McGriddle and ruin your diet and put you in a bad mood. Now you got this sluggish. It's like, what if you just fucking put those raspberries on instead? Like, would it have been so? And what if it's like, wow, I actually like the raspberries instead of the blueberries in the parfait? Like, oh my god, like this, I would have never thought to do this unless I had ran out of fucking blueberries. And that's a very like simplified way of like looking at it, but like, you know, just I think it serves as, you get it. You get what I'm trying to say though, right? You get it. Okay. My skin looks a lot better just not drinking for one day. It's awesome. I love that. This video is getting long. I'm making long ass videos today. I don't know why. And yeah, Aquarius, just focus. And you know what? This is a very positive reading because there's very few reversals. I feel like you are on the right path for sure. You're definitely making a lot of good changes in your life. You're definitely doing what you need to do. I think we just need to tweak a little few things and you'll be in this 10 of Pentacles in no time. Because you went from the page to the 10 like that. So, you know, and oh, I'm also getting another storyline. Projecting, trying to be more honest with what's really going on instead of trying to project an image that may not be completely accurate. Like if you allow people in more and like just be transparent, I don't want to say because this, I feel like there could be something that you're trying to hide. It could be a victory. It could not be, like, I don't know what it is. Just like let people celebrate you. Like, it not even have like something bad. Like just be, I don't want to say be more authentic, but just be more open to the possibilities of things that you may not have always once thought were possible. Can you do that? You can do that. All right, Aquarius, I love you. Thanks so much for getting me to 1,000 subs last night. It was a big step for me, and you know, I was like, it was like 10:50, like 11. There's like something. It's like either like, it was like right after 11, and I was just like, no, fuck it. I was at 997, and I was like, oh my god, I need 3 more, and it's like. My mind, I was like, I'm not going to text my friends. I'm not going to text everybody and tell them to go follow my channel. I'm going to like just let it write itself out. And then I was like, no, like you really want to get to 1,000 by the end of the night. You had already made like your 1,000 subscriber sub video. So like you need to be at 1,000 subs by the end of the night. That's what you said. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't hurt to beg. It only hurts me if I, and I'm not begging. I'm asking people to support me. I'm not telling you that, oh, if you don't do this, then I'm going to like, yeah. Like, I'm just saying, hey, here's my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and check it out. Even if you don't watch the tarot video, I just literally need 3 fucking to get to 1,000. And I just sent that in the Snapchat to everybody. I sent it to my friends group chat. And I almost sent it to my dad's and my siblings. But I was like, I'm kind of like weirded out about having like my family watch my YouTube channels only because I kind of like talk about them and like I kind of talk about like, you know, more adult themed stuff, and it's like I don't. My mom subscribed to my channel, she's Cosmic Mama, and I was like, oh gosh, she's gonna like listen, and like what if she hears me talking about like hookup stories and stuff? I'm like, no, like just mom, please don't watch my channel. Like you could support it, but like don't watch my channel. I love you, but like just like the videos. I mean, fuck, you could watch them, but like, you know, your son is 35, so I just feel like, you know what I mean? Just like kind of like I'm always wondering like how do like these like celebrities and stuff like, you know, I couldn't imagine like being like, you know, And that's something, and that's me, right? You know, that's just something about me. You know, like being like this, like explicit, like sexual person, and like, but sex sells in this industry, and it's not like it's bad. Like lots, every shit they had sex, so why can't I? You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, it's like, just encourage me a little bit. But anyway, everybody fucking. So y'all have a good one. Let me upload this shit so I can be done. I think. Oh no, I gotta do Aquarius. No, I gotta do my last. I gotta do my sign last. All right, I got one more. Pisces. I gotta do my own. I'm gonna do us later tonight because I need to take a little break. I love you. Bye.